So what are you making today, babe?
We are gonna make a whole chicken with some seasonings in the slow cooker. And you haven't noticed, my kitchen has changed yet again. Final kitchen for now. And so we're gonna get into this in my tiny kitchen. All right. So I'm gonna make up the seasoning first. I usually use minced garlic, but since this is kind of just going to be some seasonings on top, the minced garlic would just fall to the bottom, so I'm going to use powdered. Don't need that on there. Hopefully I'm not moving too much, because the boat is kind of doing a little bit. So I'm going to put 2 teaspoons. If you wanted to use fresh garlic, that would be 2 tablespoons or 2 cloves, but I'm going to do powder. Cumin. We're going to make this a little Tex-Mexy. Let's slow cook all day. Well, not pretty much all day, but we're going to do 2 teaspoons of cumin. Some chili powder. We're going to do 1 teaspoon of that. A little tight squeeze over here, but we're making it work. Some salt. Probably should get another one because it's getting kind of brown here. So we're going to do 2 teaspoons of salt. You want this to have some flavor. And some black pepper. Okay. But before I put the seasoning on, I'm going to brush this down with some olive oil. So I'm going to do about 2 tablespoons. I'm going to put it in a bowl and then brush it on. Moving. Moving. It's alright, you can cook anywhere. Doesn't matter. Alright, now I'm going to brush it on. Make sure we have a good layer of it around it. It also helps the seasonings to stick to the skin. I'm going to kind of get the sides too because I don't want them to kind of burn on there. Alrighty, that all oiled up. Then I'm just going to mix this up with my hands. Like that. Make sure all that yumminess is all mixed up in there. Okay, now I'm just going to sprinkle it on. Make sure we get a good layer in there. I want this to be flavorful. And it will be really juicy because it's in a slow cooker. And get some down there too, so when the juices start flowing, you got seasonings down there too. It's already kind of starting to want to soak in, which is good. That's what we want. Alrighty. Got a lot of seasonings left on my hands. Okay, so we're gonna turn this on high, put the lid on, And we're gonna let it sit here and slow cook for, we're gonna check it after 3 hours. See if it's done. It could be possibly done at 3 hours. It may take 3.5, but we'll check it at 3 hours. We'll see you then. Alright, so we checked it at 3 hours. We checked it at 4 hours. Wasn't ready yet. The helpful thing is if you have a temperature thing, which we don't, but also if you have one of these popper things, wait for the popper thing to pop out. And so it's been 4.5 hours. And it looks like this. It is, well, that's some stuff, but it is definitely, I don't want to poke at it too much, it's definitely very tender. So this is our slow cooker whole chicken with some seasoning. I'm going to put the lid back on. That way it doesn't, and I'm going to turn it off. That way it doesn't get cold. So this is our slow cooker whole chicken with seasonings on it. And, you know, if you want to see a lot of my other recipes, go look at, I have a ton of them. We have like over 250 recipes, and you're going to see different kitchens in them.
Mm-hmm. Better lighting.
One really big kitchen, you know, great kitchen, loved it. Yeah, so this is our slow cooker one. I'm going to be coming out with some more oven ones again, because I got another oven. And yeah, so like, subscribe, follow us on our social medias, which are Instagram, Dining with Danielle, Chris Does What, Facebook, Chris Does What, YouTube, Chris Does What. My husband's going to have to put all those in there, because I said that.
They're there.
Comment, leave me a comment, ask me a question, I answer. So, yeah, we're probably going to dig into this here in a little bit when it cools down. Let it cool down a little bit. But, yeah, totally can cook in a little kitchen. Didn't think I could, but I can. So, I'll see you guys next week. Or, actually, I'm going to be putting out every 2 weeks. So, yeah, different stuff. It's not always going to be slow cooker. It's not going to always be, yeah, it could be like a side. It could be a dip. Yeah. Go see those. Got a ton of them. Alright. Bye, guys.